Have you ever heard the reference to the upper registers being the state of emotional stress, or you're speaking in the upper registers as being like you're raising the tone, raising the tone, the upper register, the lower the lower registers the is actually in modern day times for a little bit longer than just what you would consider to be modern. There's lower rooms where people discuss politics in certain places. I just heard that. I just caught that. I caught wind of somebody sucking their own farts. and, uh, oh my god. Okay. In Italy. Oh my god. He's just like. You know that sounds familiar. Aleister Crowley. Sargon is acting like Aleister Crowley. Aleister Crowley is trying to live through Sargon, and he's not rock and roll. Damn, where was I? Okay, so um, there's a ancient um West Nile Valley um hieroglyph called the 12 Hours of the Duat, and the 12 Hours of the Duat, they have there's like I don't know if it's like one of those seven if it's has to do with 72. I don't want to. I just don't want to throw that out there and think that it might be go go Goetius. Uh, sorry, I gotta say things wrong because I'm mixed. I'm all mixed up, guy. Uh, okay, but um, the upper registers is emotional, and the lower rooms where grown men get together and talk in in finely tailored suits with wingtips and tassel, and they um hubbub and garumph much ado about nothing about nothing. See, like it's a show and it's a work, and so they're working on getting together and signing papers with other men, and women get together and discuss other men. They talk about other men. Like they could be talking about men, like other men, or they could be discussing other men. um, but if you can deduce, I don't know if that's the right word, somebody's beliefs, then no, that's the thing. If you can learn somebody's beliefs, then you can deduce their religion, because what they believe is their religion, and what you believe is true. Uh, oh, okay. So that's gonna go into a whole circuitry and syntax of like nu- nu- neutrinodes, nodes. Yeah, I'm sure there's nodes too, because you have a chromosome that expresses itself as a plant that as a gene that acts like a plant. And seed technology is about taking off, and you get technology derives from the context, and it's sublime. So like millet has the intention for the shell to be light and packed with neutrinos, so that the birds can still take off and fly, and it won't impregnate itself. And the militia is buds, and you got to break that shit up, because uh, there's so many seeds because they made a compromise between um, how much you want to protect the information inside of the seed packed by the shell. You should, if you like where I'm going with this, this is there's Seven Bomar. Uh, yeah, he does that, and this is this. Uh, well, I don't want to conclude. I can only take that so far as to conclude. But the okay, so the information is compromised by the fact that the shell is not that thick, so it makes a lot of seeds. Yeah, this them's the bust downs. It's called millet, and you get the word military, and the millet is the feeds the birds of the aviary, and you have like words like ailerons and or or it's hal or al or maybe it's hal uh ailerons aileron al al ailerons and uh there's even I'm suspecting I can invent a new science called magnetic vectoring that has to do with chrysanthemum and the theory is that um pure thought um it's not my theory. There's a kind of okay, a cycle where um the wind is what spins the chrysanthemums and or yeah and it's the breath of I don't want to give a I mean somebody would have to be up there like what the fuck is going on. Okay. You know what? This video was better when somebody else was making it. Okay. All right. I see. I see. Um, okay. So, I was gonna say, oh yeah, okay. So there is a deal made between Inke and some queens that they would tr- make an exchange for a type of technology. Like like there was a deal for a technology. They were gonna come up on this technology, and they took a counterfeit technology. Um, it was a knockoff bust down, and it's called thermodynamic aeronautics, and you get stuff like plasma cutter, missile that is ballistics, ball ball ballistics, and okay, well, um, and you get aeronautics. It's like it's a missile, and it has what's it called? The intention for putting on a shelling, but the intent of putting on a shelling is it. Before you go into that's wickedness or this is, I mean, I know it's awful, right? It's a disease, but the intention for putting on the shelling is to dispense the shock, and the intention in seed technology is to absorb it, and hence taking off. It has to do with the terminology and fighting, stealing, you know, um, and it's violence. You know, you're taking off, taking flight, And seed technology is taking off. So the better technology, is the one that, I mean, I really don't have the energy or strength to argue that exists. But okay. Um, the thing about that is, all of the food had been really hard to get to on the planet before the planet was seeded with human life. Like you'd have um, vine stalks that would be secreting um, like oils that make you itchy, and they were thorny, and um, the seed pod was so thick in the kernel that information that you had was to get to, you'd have to pop it out with a hairpin or something. And there was like, you know what I'm saying, like um it was some midgets that actually started the genetic engineering so that we could get a Cavendish. The Cavendish, well, that's one way of saying Cavendish. Another way, there's a modern version of Cavendish is when, like, you get the banana, because the banana is extinct from the Panama virus that wiped out the whole banana is extinct. But Cavendish is a combination of various lichen, like lichen to the fruit that was the banana, and you can look that up on Mental Floss. Oh my God, Mental Floss, a good channel, Mental Floss. Welcome to my salon. Uh-huh. A salon is when you dedicate a shelf or a wall or a corner section around a place where you spend time and you want to be amused with figurines. That's what's figuring over there at at Mental uh, Floss. All right, that's cool. That's a real professional shout out. All right, all right.